Good Monday morning, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic 24 hours a day. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith on this Monday, the 23rd of March, 2020. Got up early this morning as usual. Last night I actually went out walking around the neighborhood at 10 p.m. And because I'm an insomniac, I woke up again and started walking briskly at 2 a.m. this morning. Then I went back into bed, and now I'm up with the birds and your video forecast discussion. Okay, from the Rutgers, New Jersey Weather Network, this morning we're going to start off with the temperatures at 8:22 this morning. We're finding temperatures in northwestern New Jersey in the upper 20s to lower 30s. And this is pretty prevalent here. You have to get into central and southern New Jersey where the temperatures are in the mid-30s to lower 40s right along the immediate coast, and of course across southeastern and southern areas here of the state of New Jersey. Now, we had a lot of cloud cover overnight, so the minimum temperatures really didn't drop down that much. They probably dropped down into the mid and upper 30s before they started rising back into the 40s now with warm air advection exiting the coast with the first initial wave of warm air advection and some precipitation. There's not a lot of wind out there this morning, obviously, but the wind chills do make it feel like it's in the 20s and 30s. It's pretty raw outside. I went outside with birds and the snow. I had to go to the grocery store this morning, pick up a few minor things to make some oatmeal and banana bread. Oatmeal banana bread. Yeah, that's what I'm doing today. Let's take a look at the latest wind speeds here. If we can pull this up. Yeah, we can pull it up because the winds are all off the ocean right now. High pressure is off the mid-Atlantic coast states, and that's the reason why we're having easterly winds coming in off the ocean. That's pretty raw. Again, this time of the year to live in the northern mid-Atlantic, not so good. East winds, and they're blowing about 5 to 10 miles per hour on average. If we take a look at the latest radar mosaic here, and this is exiting, we had some light snow across the region. We'll show you that in just a moment. This is all rain down here in central and southern New Jersey. We'll start off with the meso analysis this morning, and we're finding kind of an inverted weak area of low pressure here off of the Carolina coast. It's providing us with some weak lifting here. We've had some light snow across the region earlier this morning, and it's beginning to wax and wane. And also notice the isobars are tightly packed here. This is cold air damming in place, so the precipitation has been very light. And I'm not finding any reports of any serious snowfall here in northwestern New Jersey either as a result of this. Now, here comes the bigger wave of low pressure here across the Ohio and Kentucky and Tennessee River Valley area. And this area is going to start to fill in. These two will begin to combine, and rain is on the way for this afternoon. And to look at national current temperatures this morning, we can find that it's quite cold across most of the northern and mid-Atlantic region, especially southern Quebec and Canada and Ontario, into the Great Lakes to the northeast as well. The warm spots here right along the Gulf Coast, as you would naturally expect this morning with morning lows, and across southeastern Florida as well. And the National Weather Service Doppler radar out of Mount Holly showing us the snow and sleet profile here, mostly wet, light, dry snow. This is dry snow across the region, and some of the rain now beginning to mix in and exit into central and southern New Jersey at this time in the greens. And of course this morning I'm already in a persnickety mood. Anxiety, of course. What else? Surface chart this morning shows easterly winds, dew points, depressions nearing 100% here. We got some light snow here across Sussex County, which is showing up on here and also in through Moores County and parts of Essex County as well. The precipitation is lightening up. It's just cloudy across the region. It's pretty raw. As you can see, all the air temperatures are in the 30s to around 40 degrees, 44, 43 degrees here in central and southern New Jersey, and it's just a nasty day outside, hence my mood as well. And the National Weather Service continues their winter weather advisories for northeastern Pennsylvania. And you notice there's nothing really going on here in northern New Jersey or in New Jersey other than rain. And we can see the radar imagery here with the first wave of low pressure off of the Carolina coast, moving offshore, and then more moderate to heavy rain coming in this afternoon. The satellite imagery showing the clouds already filling in quite nicely. Let's go back to the meso analysis this morning, where we have our first wave of low pressure off the Carolina coast with precipitation exiting now through the Delmarva in central and southern New Jersey. We're looking at 850 millibar temperatures, and we're already beginning to see the warm air advection in the red dotted lines here as warm air transport tries to begin to take over. And if we follow this all the way through the Ohio and Tennessee River Valley area, we find that everything is going to turn into rain, which it has across central and southern New Jersey, and with this batch of moisture. And this batch of moisture means that we're in for rain later this afternoon and this evening as well. And at 700 millibars, 10,000 feet, here's our area of moisture, with the first area here moving off the coast of New Jersey and the northern mid-Atlantic region here. It's pretty dry in the mid and upper layers of the atmosphere across northern New Jersey. Hence, the precipitation was very light this morning as I was outside with some wet, dry snowflakes on the ground and a coating on the ground. And that was on grassy soil surfaces, and it was just wet on the ground itself for driving. But here comes all the rain that is coming into our area, advecting in from the southwest at 700 millibars, which is 10,000 feet. So we have our jet structure here moving the precipitation right along the region. Right now, we're going to look at 3,000 to 500 millibars, or basically 3,000 to 5,000 feet, back up to 10,000 feet in the atmosphere, where we're finding the frontogenetic forcing here, and most of this is behind the frontal system as well across the Great Lakes area. And we're finding our first batch over here in New Jersey, and our second batch coming up through this region here as the rain begins to pull north and east and the warm air advection begins to take over. Because if we're looking at the mid and upper layers of the atmosphere, we already are seeing in the red dotted lines the warm air advection transport taking hold. Taking a look at the latest NAM model guidance, this is our short-range forecast model guidance here from about early this morning. It's handling the forecast pretty well. Here's the light snow and rain. Here comes embedded heavier showers in the flux during this afternoon with our area that I just showed you of low pressure. There'll be some scattered heavier bots of rain around the region, but nothing really looks tremendously important here. There could be some mixing here with some freezing rain over the interior here, and if we back this up, it doesn't really, it's just really just a crappy day outside. And then all of this exits. By the time we get into Wednesday, here comes the next system, and this looks primarily like rain for most of the region as area of low pressure moves off the southern mid-Atlantic coast states, the northern mid-Atlantic here, off the Virginia Capes here, and again, warm air advection and some rain across the region. Nothing really significant. Again, as we get through Wednesday here, nothing really looks significant in terms of snowfall here. With our first wave or this afternoon either, unless you get further northeast into southern New England. I wouldn't even bother. I'm going to take a break right now, have some cereal and some breakfast, and probably get my head readjusted here. But we love the birds. We'll be back in video forecast discussion this afternoon. For GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, I'm meteorologist Robert Smith. You have a great Monday. The best you can. I know it's a struggle.